Yes, Mr. Wright. Well, I'll explain the whole matter to Mr. Clifford, and you may be sure that he will understand. Oh, Mr. Clifford understands everything, Mr. Wright. Don't worry, sir. Not at all, and I'll let you know sometime tomorrow morning. You're very welcome. Well, it's a pleasure. I will. Goodbye, Mr. Wright. Lily, have you got those newspaper articles cut out, dear? Well, bring them in as quickly as you can. Mr. Clifford will be in any moment now. I'd like to have them on his desk when he comes in. Did you ever see such notices? Marvelous. Did you see what the Times said? Well, I think it was the Times said it was the greatest achievement in the financial world. Oh, good morning, Mr. Clifford. I beg your pardon, sir. I was talking to Lily through the door about the articles in the newspapers. Oh, they're marvelous, Mr. Clifford. I don't suppose that you will even look at them, but we're all very proud down here. Yes, I did. Well, Jerry said that the best seats that he could get for that play were in the 18th row, way over on the side. Well, I said they wouldn't be good enough. Well, he's going to try some other agents. I'm sure he'll get them, Mr. Clifford. He always does. He seems to have a way with him. Yes, I did, Mr. Clifford. I gave Mr. Haynes an appointment for 10:30. He should be in any moment now. And then you have your board meeting at 11. Yes, then you're lunching out today, did you remember? With those South American gentlemen. I believe you wanted to talk to them about the Chilean nitrates, and you said you'd meet them at the club at 12:45. Well, that should give you plenty of time. Mr. Clifford, you didn't have a very busy day, so this afternoon I told Dr. Softer, the dentist, that you'd come in at 4:30 to have that tooth filled. Now, Mr. Clifford, I am not going to let you put that off another day. Well, you put him off 3 times already, sir. And he telephoned and asked me please to tell you to go. Well, he didn't want to delay any longer. He said you'd be having trouble. I know you don't, Mr. Clifford. None of us do, but we all have to go. Well, he said he'd only take 15 minutes, and he said he wouldn't hurt you. I asked him. Mr. Clifford, did you say you wanted those white flannel trousers let out 1.5 inches? Well, I wanted to tell Anderson. And you want them delivered by Friday. Yes, I'll see to that. There is your Aunt Mrs. Randlett's list of securities. Well, if you have a minute, will you try and look them over? I'd like to be able to tell her that you had looked at her list. Oh, she worries about those securities. She telephones nearly every day, you know. Yeah, she seems to think that you have nothing in the world to do but look after her list of securities. She's such a sweet old lady. I hope her rheumatism is better. No, Mr. Clifford, nothing of any importance has come in yet. Yes, I had a very interesting letter from Mr. Parker down at the plant in Hopeville, Mr. Clifford. I left it on your desk. It came last night after you'd gone. Well, he thinks there's going to be a strike down there. He says the men are very restless and very moody, many are remaining away from work, and he wishes that you'd come down and give them a talk. He says you could straighten it out. They'd be very happy if you'd do that. Hello? Mr. Haynes is here now, Mr. Clifford. Yes, Lily, ask Mr. Haynes to step right in, please. You mean the pale yellow roses? Yes, I know Wadley generally carries them. If not, I know the variety, Mr. Clifford. I'll find them somewhere. Yes, certainly. This way, please, Mr. Haynes. Mr. Clifford has just gone into his private office. Mr. Clifford, Mr. Haynes? Oh, Mr. Clifford, if Mrs. Clifford should call, are there any messages? Ask about little Patsy's foot? Oh, yes, I was going to. Certainly. Lily, will you please get me the St. Regis Roof Restaurant, Max Schling, and Wadley, the florist. Both, please, right away. Hello? I'm sorry, Mr. Clifford is in conference. May I help you? Who is it, please? Oh, Mrs. Randlett. I didn't recognize your voice. How stupid of me. He's very busy just now, Mrs. Randlett. Well, could I do anything? You mean about your securities? Well, Mrs. Randlett, Mr. Clifford was looking at your list this morning. It's lying on his desk now. Well, he's very satisfied with everything that he's holding for you, Mrs. Randlett. No, you know, you mustn't worry. Mr. Clifford keeps a sharp lookout on all your affairs. Well, you see, none of your dividends have been cut, which is rather exceptional. And Mr. Clifford feels that everything is coming back in time, Mrs. Randlett. It's just a question of time. And don't worry. No, indeed, he never forgets you. He was saying only this morning he hoped your rheumatism was better these days. The children are well, thank you. But call me any time. Not at all. It's a pleasure. Oh, well, I'll tell Mr. Clifford. I know he'll be pleased. That's a lovely message. And I agree with you, Mrs. Randlett. Goodbye. Not at all. You're very welcome. Goodbye. Hello? Is this St. Regis? I'd like to order a table, please, for tonight. A table for two, on the roof, Mr. Anthony Clifford. And give Mr. Clifford the table in the corner, please. That's the one he prefers. 7:15, thank you. Correct. Goodbye. Hello? Is this Max Ling? Oh, good morning, Mr. Charles. Is that you? Mr. Charles, this is Miss Nichols, Mr. Clifford's secretary. Have you some very nice red roses? The dark red? Will you please send a dozen to Mrs. Clifford? To the house, please, the town house. Between 9 and 9:30 tomorrow morning. No card, just send the roses. Correct. Thank you. Goodbye. Come in, Lil. Aren't they marvelous? Put them on the desk, dear. He'll probably never look at them. And I like to have them there. Lily, give me a glass of water, dear, before you go, will you? Fill it up. I'm going to take 5 grains of aspirin. Oh, no, not bad. I didn't sleep very well. I think it's the heat, don't you? Oh, this will knock it out. It's just neuralgic. Thank you, dear. Oh, I hate that taste. I chewed it up, that's why. Well, that's the way to take aspirin. Didn't you know that? Oh, it's much better for you, dear. Chew it up and drink a whole glass of water. I don't know. They say it acts quicker. It's better for you. Shut the door, please, dear. Shut the door. Hello? Is this Wadley? Will you tell me, please, if you have any of those pale yellow roses? Yes. It looks like a tea rose, the type I... That's it. I never remember the name. Will you please send 2 dozen to Mrs. Mallory, 120 East 63rd Street, this afternoon. No card, just send the roses. Charge to Mr. Anthony Clifford. You have the address. Correct. Thank you. Goodbye. Hello? Oh, good morning, Mrs. Clifford. Good morning. How are you, Mrs. Clifford? And how is Patsy's foot this morning? Oh, how wonderful. Oh, I'm so glad. What a relief. Isn't that strange? Well, I'll tell Mr. Clifford immediately. Yes, he was very anxious. Well, we both wondered what she could have done. Oh, isn't that fine? Well, I'm so glad, Mrs. Clifford. Give her my love and tell her not to do it again. Everything is all right, Mrs. Clifford? You're coming into town in the morning? Well, I will meet you at the house, Mrs. Clifford. There are a number of things I would like to go over with you. Yes, I have all the information about your flight to South America. Well, I made a tentative reservation on a plane going on the 25th, but there are planes all the time, and you could... Yes, but I'd like to go over the maps and charts, their stopovers, you know, and explain the trip to you. Yes, Mrs. Clifford, I have all the appointments. The hairdresser will see you at 10:30. You can have your fitting at 11:30. The contractor will meet you at the shop at 12:45. And the electrician will be there with the fixtures. And the ladies were delighted to meet you for luncheon at 1. Yes. And then, Mrs. Clifford, I spoke to the man about the bicyclist coming on the 4:20 train. He was sorry for the delay. If you'll send to meet it, it'll be definitely on that train. And I got the birthday cake, enough for 30 children. Plain sponge, I thought they could all eat that. Pink and white, just 7 candles in her name and happy birthday. And I got little favors to put in it, Mrs. Clifford, I thought would amuse the children. He's bringing her a puppy. A puppy? A wire-haired puppy. Well, that's what she wanted, Mrs. Clifford. She begged her father for a puppy. But Mr. Clifford took a great deal of trouble about it. It's a beautiful little dog. He has it up at the house. He says he can't get to work in the morning. He's always playing with the puppy. Ah, but you'd break her heart if you didn't let her have it. But why, Mrs. Clifford? But Mrs. Clifford, that's very little trouble. It does not take long. You'd be surprised how simple it is. And if you... Well, I know you'll love him when you see him. He's just enchanting. Oh, well, you have to get used to so many things, Mrs. Clifford. I beg your pardon? Could I get what? Prizes. Certainly. What? You wanted 30 prizes, 3 first, second, and third prize for 10 different games for boys and girls between 7 and 10. No trouble at all. Yes, leave it to me, Mrs. Clifford. Well, I know about the things that they'd like. I'm sure I can find them. It'll be a pleasure. Not at all. And you want 4 fishing rods and a new croquet set. 10 pounds of candy and some more bathing caps. I sent a lot last week. They've lost them. I'll send some more. Some wool and knitting needles. What kind, Mrs. Clifford? What kind of wool and what kind of knitting needle? All kinds. Very well, I'll send a selection. Yes, I understand, and some simple directions. Call me if you should want anything, Mrs. Clifford. I'll be here after 2:30. You're very welcome. Not at all. I'll be delighted. I'll see you in the morning. Goodbye, Mrs. Clifford. Hello? I'm sorry, Mr. Clifford is in conference. May I help you? Who is it, please? Oh, Mr. Reynolds from Boise, Idaho. Oh, good morning, Mr. Reynolds. This is Miss Nichols, Mr. Clifford's secretary. Well, I've heard Mr. Clifford speak of you so often, Mr. Reynolds. I'm sure he'll be delighted. Well, he is very busy now. Could I have him call you back? And where may he reach you? You're at the Waldorf? Room 1649, between 2:30 and 3. Oh, yes, he'll be here then. He has a business luncheon, but he'll be back by then. Oh, I'm sure he will. No, indeed, he never forgets you. He was speaking of you just the other day. Yes, he's often spoken of you. Well, his children are in the country now, but if it's possible, we'll try to arrange it. Yes, I'll tell him. Oh, what a journey. Yes, indeed, he'll be very glad to hear. I'll tell him. Not at all. I hope you'll find time to get down to the office, Mr. Reynolds. I know Mr. Clifford would like to have you see his office. Oh, oh, thank you, Mr. Reynolds. Well, I should enjoy seeing you, sir. Thank you very much. Goodbye, Mr. Reynolds. I will. Not at all, sir. It's a pleasure. Goodbye. Hello? Oh, hello, Jerry. Have any luck? What'd you get? Third row? Center aisle? You would. Ah, Jerry, you never fail us. I don't know how you got them. Well, I'm told no one can get a ticket for that show for at least 6 weeks. Well, that's just fine. I can't talk to you now, old man. Mr. Clifford's just coming in. Yes, I'll send a boy later to the office to pick up the tickets. Thank you, Jerry. Good work. Goodbye. This way out, please, Mr. Haynes. Someone will see you out from the outer office. Now, Mr. Clifford, you have about 5 minutes before you need go to the board meeting. I'd like to go over a few things with you. I've some very good news for you. Patsy's foot is perfectly all right. Yes, Mrs. Clifford telephoned from the country, and she told me to tell you that they had taken an X-ray, and there's no sign of injury. Well, she's running around. The swelling has gone down. She slept all night, and it doesn't seem to hurt her anymore, so it seems it was a false alarm. Oh, these children. The boys? Mrs. Clifford didn't mention the boys, but I guess they're not up to any mischief yet. Mrs. Clifford, she sounded very cheerful. Yes, sir. And then your Aunt, Mrs. Randlett, called. Wasn't that fortunate? Just as you closed your door, the telephone rang. Yes, I did. I said that. Well, I said a little more. She seemed very satisfied. Yes. And she said she wouldn't worry. Oh, she sent you the sweetest message. She said, tell him that I know my affairs are in the wisest and the kindest hands in the world. Wasn't that sweet? So I agreed with her, and she hopes to see you soon. She says she feels very much better, and she won't worry anymore. And she sent you her love. And then, Mr. Clifford, who do you think called? Oh, you'll be so pleased. Your friend, Mr. Reynolds. Oh, yes, you do, Mr. Clifford. Mr. Reynolds from Boise, Idaho. Oh, yes, you do, Mr. Clifford. He was in your company in France. He told funny stories. He had red hair. You said he was one of the nicest men you would ever... That's the one. Yes. He's here. He's at the Waldorf with his 7 children. He sounded very cheerful. He's on his way to Cape Cod for the summer. He wanted his children to see the Atlantic Ocean, so he's brought them all east. No, she's not with him. She's following next week. He wanted Mrs. Reynolds to have a nice rest, so he brought the children, and she's coming later. And he's very anxious to have your children meet his, and exactly, I said they were in the country. Well, he's at the Waldorf, and I got his room number. He'd like you to call him about 2:30. He sounded so nice on the telephone. Yes, he had such a charming manner and a beautiful voice. You told me he had such a beautiful voice. Mr. Clifford, I have here some watches which I had sent down from Marcus, Cartier, and Tiffany. Well, you know it's Mrs. Clifford's birthday tomorrow. I knew you wanted to give her a watch when she lost hers, and there are so many to choose from. The time was getting short. I thought I'd send a few down. They are lovely. Yes, of course, that is the most practical, but I think that's the one that Mrs. Clifford will prefer. Oh, I'm sure. Well, it is the loveliest, and Mrs. Clifford always does like the best. I think we know her taste pretty well by now. Yes, I'll send that up to the house tonight. And then I ordered some red roses, Mr. Clifford, to be at the house the first thing in the morning. Well, Mrs. Clifford is coming in town tomorrow to do some shopping, and the house looks so bare with everything put away. I thought it'd be nice to have a few flowers. Well, you can't think of everything, Mr. Clifford. You have so much on your mind. Yes, I have the charities list ready, Mr. Clifford, but there's no time now. Perhaps you could work on it this afternoon. But I did want to speak to you, and we just have a few minutes, about Jim Crosby and Fanny. Yes, I did just as you told me. Well, I had a long talk with the doctor. He's very much interested in the case. He's followed it closely, and he feels that if he can get Fanny up to Saranac right away, that she should be absolutely well within 6 months. The room is ready. He's got everything. It's just a question of sending a telegram. Monday? This next Monday? Oh, Mr. Clifford. Jim to go with her and spend a week? Oh, you would think of that. Oh, that'll make all the difference. If Jim can see Fanny settled and meet the doctor, he'll not be so distressed to leave her. You'd like to see him at 2:30. Would you mind if I speak to him first, Mr. Clifford? I'm afraid he's going to be rather overcome. He's such a sensitive boy. I'll just say a word to him. No, there's nothing of any importance has come in, Mr. Clifford. I hate to tell you that Mrs. Clifford has overdrawn her bank account again this month. Well, it's all on account of the shop, you see. When Mrs. Clifford decided to redecorate the shop, she took the money from her clothes account. She had to have some quickly. And now, of course, the bills for the South American clothes are coming in, and there's no money there. Yes, and yet it seems so wise to put the money in the shop when Mrs. Clifford has made such a success of it. She certainly has. Oh, it's remarkable. You know, everybody's talking about that shop, Mr. Clifford. They say it's the very smartest hat shop in town. Oh, she does. She enjoys it very much. You know, Mrs. Clifford very often speaks to me. And only last week she was saying how much she loved the work and how much better she feels since she had the work. Well, work is good for everyone, I guess, Mr. Clifford. We know that. It's a pity that everyone can't have it. It's time for you to start now, sir. Could you get a little rest after the dentist? Do you want me to send Erickson along? Don't you think you better have him, Mr. Clifford? You've been under such a strain, and it rests you more than anything. Yes, I'll send him about 5:30. And Jerry got excellent tickets, Mr. Clifford. And I engaged a table at the St. Regis. Was that right? 7:15. And Wadley had the roses. Don't hurry, Mr. Clifford. You have plenty of time, and I'll be here when you come back. Hello? Oh, good morning, Mrs. Mallory. Good morning. I'm afraid he's gone, Mrs. Mallory. Well, he was in a great rush, a little late, going off to a board meeting, and I'm afraid he's already in the street. Is there anything that I could do, Mrs. Mallory? You mean about tonight? Yes, I can tell you. Mr. Clifford, I know, is expecting you to dine with him, I believe, at the St. Regis. And then you're going to see this new play called Power. Oh, they say it's marvelous. Well, they are very hard to get, but we got them. Well, Mr. Clifford generally gets what he wants, Mrs. Mallory. I hear the play is remarkable. I hope you'll enjoy it. Yes, I'll tell him that you called. Goodbye, I beg pardon? Oh, thank you, Mrs. Mallory. Indeed I could. Oh, it would be no trouble. It would be a pleasure. Yes, I understand. One does get attached to one's things. Well, I have a few friends, Mrs. Mallory, that are about your size, and I know they would be grateful for anything you felt you wanted to dispose of. Yes, I could easily. And if it would be of convenience to you, I'll bring a suitcase and come to your house and take the things away, and then I'll tell you later who I give them to. Well, thank you for giving me the opportunity, Mrs. Mallory. I shall love doing that. Thank you so much. Yes, I will. Goodbye, Mrs. Mallory. Thank you again. Goodbye. What a wonderful woman. Always thinking of somebody else. Hello? Yes, Mrs. Clifford? I'm sorry, Mrs. Clifford. Mr. Clifford has this minute left the office. No, I can't very well reach him. He'll not be here before 2:30. He's gone to a board meeting and then he had a business luncheon. I can't hear you very well, Mrs. Clifford. There's an awful noise on the wire. Can you hear me? You're what? You're motoring in tonight? Oh, well now, Mrs. Clifford, Mr. Clifford could not take you to the play tonight because he's engaged. Well, he has an engagement of some standing. I'm afraid he couldn't possibly break it. Oh, it's not too bad. I see. Well, Mrs. Clifford, why don't you stay in town tomorrow night? No, Mr. Clifford is not coming to the country tomorrow. He has a very heavy day. He has a 6:30 board meeting which will detain him, but he has nothing in the evening. Well, exactly, I'm sure he would. He always loves to go to the theater when he's tired, and he will be very tired, I'm sure, tomorrow. He has a heavy day. Exactly, I was just thinking that, Mrs. Clifford. You'd really have more time. You'd have a longer day. You wouldn't be so rushed going back to the country for dinner. And then if you went to bed early tonight, you'd be more fresh for tomorrow. Exactly. Well, now, was there any play that you particularly wanted to see? Power? Oh, well, I hear it's very poor, Mrs. Clifford. Well, it was good, but I believe it's not so good now. There is a new play called The Question, which has been well reviewed. Mr. Clifford was looking at the review, I know. I'm sure he would. Well, I'll tell him. Yes, and I think you're wise, Mrs. Clifford. It's lucky you thought of it, really. It'll be more satisfactory in every way. Yes, and call me if you should want anything. If not, I'll see you in the morning. Goodbye, Mrs. Clifford. Love to the children. Goodbye. Hello? Lily, will you tell Jim Crosby to come in to speak to me, dear? Yes, I want to speak to him before I go out. It's late and I want to get out to lunch. Tell him to step in just for a minute. Hello, Jim. Good morning, old man. Glad you came in. Listen, Jim, I'm rushing out, but I wanted to tell you that Mr. Clifford wants to see you in his office at 2:30. Well, it's about Fanny, Jim. I had to tell him. I know you didn't, but Jim, he asked me why you looked so badly. He said you looked so worried and unhappy, so I told him that you were worried to death about Fanny. And he says that you have got the very best doctor in the city to diagnose tuberculosis, and that if he says she should get up to Saranac, she should go immediately. So you know how Mr. Clifford does things, Jim. He told me to make all the arrangements, and the plan is for you to get off on Monday, and you're to stay with Fanny for a week, and you'll meet the doctor and see her settled. You know she's getting the best care that anyone in the world can get, Jim, so all your worries are over. Of course you can accept it. You can accept anything from Mr. Clifford, Jim. Isn't he your best friend? Well, now, don't worry any more, old man. I'll see you later, and I'll tell you all about the trip. And yes, and I'll come up on Saturday and help Fanny pack. I know what she's got to take. Goodbye, old man. I'll see you later. Is Mr. Hurley there? May I speak to him, please? Hello, Charlie. Hello. You think I was never going to call? Well, we just got through. I'll be with you in 5 minutes. What, dear? I'm all right. Oh, no, it's gone. Oh, it wasn't bad. I took 5 grains of aspirin. We had a very quiet morning here. I feel fine. Shall we meet at the corner of Nassau and Pine Street? Well, that's the quickest for me, and then we can go into that little French grill. Fine. I'll be standing by the lamppost. I have on my green hat. What? Don't be silly. No. Who told you? Well, that's not true. Goodbye, old man. Well, I'll be with you. Let me go. I'll be there all the sooner if you stop talking. Mm-hmm. Yes, I will. Goodbye. Lily, will you do something for me, dear? Will you please ask Jerry to get you 2 very good seats for a play called The Question for tomorrow night? 2 for The Question that Mr. Clifford wants. And then will you call John Erickson, the masseur, and tell him to go to Mr. Clifford at 5:30 this afternoon. I don't care who he's got or what he's got. He must be with Mr. Clifford punctually at 5:30. And if anyone calls, just say that I'll be back in an hour. I'm stepping out for lunch. So long. I beg your pardon. I'm so sorry. Somebody pushed me. But, Tony, there's no use our both standing here. Why don't you go and look for the car? Well, I'll wait here. You go and look. I'm so sorry. People keep pushing. Hello, Elsie. I never saw you. Where were you sitting? Poor play. Terribly poor. I beg your pardon. Elsie, are you going to be in town next week? Well, I may come in on Thursday. Well, I'll telephone if I do. We might have luncheon together. No, I beg your pardon. May I get through, please? Tony, here's the car. It's just coming up now. Hurry up. Yes, it is. Follow me. I beg your pardon. May I get through, please? My car's just coming. I beg your pardon. May I pass? I'm so sorry. Home, please. Home. Well, I can't say that I think very much of that play. Yes, it was rather good in spots. It was rather well acted, but I thought on the whole it was poor. There certainly wasn't very much question about it. Well, I mean, the question was answered at the very beginning of the first act. I saw exactly what was going to happen, didn't you? Well, it was quite obvious that she'd neglected her husband and that she was going to drive him straight into the arms of that soft and sentimental creature. Oh, how I loathe that type of woman. Pretty? Did you think she was pretty? Well, if one admires that type, I suppose she was pretty, but I happen to dislike it intensely. But I doubt if I should have enjoyed it, even if it had been a great play. I was too tired to enjoy anything. Oh, I've had an awfully exhausting sort of day. Well, I came to town very early. I left the house very early. I got to town just after you had gone downtown. Miss Nichols was there, and I went over some things with her. There I found your roses and the watch. It's a beauty, Tony. It goes exactly what I wanted. And then I started in, did a million things. Do you really want to hear? Well, let me see. I had my hair washed. They did it very badly. And then I tried on a lot of clothes, and none of them fit. I wish I'd never ordered them. They're perfectly hideous. And then I had to go to the contractors and meet the electrician and choose a lot of fixtures and sort of tiresome details at the shop. And then I met Joan and Elizabeth. We had luncheon together, the very worst lunch I've ever tasted. After lunch I went way downtown to a great big wholesale place to see about some ribbon. Then I came uptown, did a lot of chores. I bought a lot of things I wanted. I got a lot of things I needed. And then I stopped in at the club, saw some women, heard some very amusing gossip. So I lingered there, and I got home too late to rest. I got no rest at all, so I was tired. Among other things I did this morning, I went over the flights to South America with Miss Nichols. And she's got me something on the 25th. That was about the time I meant to start, so I shall make my plans to go then. Now, Tony, while I'm gone, will you please keep an eye on the children and look after things generally, because I warn you, Mademoiselle and the tutor are absolutely useless. Mademoiselle? She's no fool. Well, she's a nice old thing. I don't mind her. I know you like her. The children love her, and she adores them. But the point is, they're much cleverer than she is. She really has very little control over them. They do pretty much what they want. And as for the tutor, he's nothing more than a boy himself. He needs watching just as much as Peter and John. Well, I haven't got time to look for a new tutor and a new governess just before I go abroad. Don't be silly. They're perfectly nice people. They do the best they can. Only I'm just telling you that you must run things a little bit yourself. And please don't spoil the children, Tony. Yes, you do. You spoil them terribly. Well, you give them every blessed thing in the world they want. Well, that's the way to spoil children. That's the way to spoil anybody. Give them everything they want. That's what you've always done, and you've ruined the children. Well, please pay special attention to John and that wretched boat you gave him. I I wish you'd never given him that boat. Well, I don't think he's fit to have a boat. You think he's such a remarkable little sailor. You think he's so brave. You think he's so extraordinary. You think he does everything perfectly. Well, I don't think he knows what he's doing half the time. Did I tell you what happened on Thursday? I don't know how I could forget. It nearly killed me. Well, the day of the race, there was a tremendous wind. Every little boy had 2 reefs in their sails. They all had a boy with them to help them sail the boat. They all had on life preservers except John. John had no life preserver. He had no boy with him, no one to help him. He says that you told him he could sail alone. Well, you didn't tell him he could race alone. Well, he did. And he went full sail in that tremendous wind. He was miles ahead of all the other boats. And they told me that he had sailed a very remarkable race. No, he didn't win it. Now, you just wait. I'm talking and I'll tell you the whole story. He did not win it. Yes, he should have won it. He was way ahead. But he didn't. Because about 10 yards before he reached the finishing line, the mast was carried away. The whole thing collapsed. Well, I wish you'd seen it. It was the most terrifying sight. I was quite far off in a launch looking at him through the glasses, and I saw this little figure against the sky, apparently swept into the sea. I went through 10 minutes of absolute agony. Well, there were launches very near who got to him very quickly, and they found him, if you please, all tangled in the ropes, covered with a sail, roaring with laughter. Well, I don't think that kind of thing should be considered fun. It's far too dangerous. Something's going to happen to that child someday, and it is not going to be my fault. I've asked you to speak to him seriously. I don't think he's got any prudence. I don't think he's got any judgment. And I don't think he's fit to have a boat. Well, I've said my say. Peter's worse in his way. It's all your fault. But because you laugh at everything he does and everything he says. Oh, he's not so funny. He made me so cross last week. One night when you were in town, I had some older people for dinner. I wanted everything to be very nice and quiet. The boys were supposed to be in bed and asleep. And Peter, if you please, had managed to crawl out onto the roof of the dining room. And he had dropped an enormous bunch of lighted firecrackers down the chimney on a string. Go off? Of course they went off. They made the most horrible noise and smell. Old Mrs. Parker nearly fainted. Jackson dropped the potatoes, and we... Now, what are you laughing at? No, I don't think that's funny. I don't think it's funny at all. I don't think it's outrageous. Now, Tony, please try and keep the boys at home. Well, they seem to have got to an age where they think it's more fun to go out. Well, why should they go out? They have everything in the world they can possibly want at home. Why should they go out? Well, I think that home is a place to stay in. I honestly don't know what I should do if I couldn't get away for a little rest and change. Oh, I don't know. I'm just tired out. My nerves are all on edge. Oh, I don't know. Just life, I suppose. Everyday life. That's what gets you in the end. Well, I can't explain. And even if I could explain, you wouldn't understand. Because you never understand. I'd like you to try my life for 24 hours and see how you feel. I tell you, it's no joke looking after 4 children and 3 houses and all the endless outside things that I have to consider from morning till night, besides my work. You don't seem to think of that. You don't seem to realize that I've got the shop and that it's a tremendously demanding sort of job. I sometimes think I'll give it up. Well, it's more of a strain than I bargained for, that's all. Yes, I enjoy it. I do. I admit that I enjoy it. Yes, it is a success. Great success. But the trouble with success is it takes all your time and you can't do the things you really want to do. Yet I suppose I should miss it if I didn't have it. I wish I could get a really efficient assistant, someone who can take responsibility without being told all the time what to do. Someone I can really rely on. Well, somebody like your Miss Nichols. Miss Nichols is exactly the sort of person I need. If you really loved me, you'd give me Miss Nichols. often wonder if Miss Nichols has any life of her own. I bet you she'll never marry. Well, I don't know. I think she's absorbed in her work. It seems to fulfill her life. She adores her work. She adores you. She seems to adore the entire family. She's always doing things for everybody and seems to enjoy it. Clever little thing. She embarrassed me very much this morning. Oh, she's got some poor friend who has to go to Saranac, and she wanted some old clothes. As a matter of fact, I had nothing in the way of old clothes that I could give her at the moment, and so I wanted to write her a check. But I found I had no money in the bank. So, will you please put some in? I know you think I'm very extravagant doing over the shop. But after all, one only learns through mistakes, and I know I made a very stupid mistake when I decorated the shop in French 18th century. Why? Perfectly obvious why. French 18th century? It's absolutely finished. You'll never see it again. Oh, no, you must be modern now. You must be absolutely modern, or you can't expect to attract attention to a shop. I must say it's going to be rather fascinating. Well, the floor is black marble, and the walls and the ceiling are black mirrors, and all the fixtures, all the furniture, all the details are steel. So you see, the whole thing is nothing but marble and glass and steel. Really adorable. I wish you'd look in now and then and see how things go. An awful lot of things I want you to do while I'm away, but I can't think of them now. I'm too sleepy. Oh, I suppose I'll be back in about a month's time. I'd like to fly over the Andes and come up the west coast, but I don't feel I should stay away any longer, unless you'll go away. And you're so stuffy and conscientious, you say you won't leave the children unless I'm here, which is so silly, Tony. Well, because Mademoiselle and the tutor are here, they're perfectly capable of looking after the children. After all, that's why we have them, to give us our freedom. Well, I'll get Miss Nichols to look up flights tomorrow. Hello, we're nearly home. Thank heaven. There's the old museum. I'm ashamed to say that I've not been inside that museum for nearly a year. You needn't talk. I bet you've not been inside it for about 15 years. I remember we used to go sometimes when we were engaged. You rather liked things in those days. Oh, I remember when you were crazy about art and crazy about music and poetry. You seem to have lost it all. Oh, well, one does, I guess. Lose things. Lose one's taste for things. We seem to be at home. Oh, I'm so tired I can hardly move. Pull me up, will you? Where are you going? For a walk? A crazy idea. 'Tis a lovely night. The stars are out. No, I'm going to bed. I'm so sleepy I can hardly wake. Listen, Tony, would you please remember to leave your door open tonight? Now, don't forget, because it makes a nice draft through. Good night, James. Tired? But, darling, I'm not surprised. Think what you've done in the last 36 hours. I should think you'd be absolutely exhausted. Oh, but Tony, you must have such a sense of relief as well as pride. But it was a triumph, darling. Think what you did, Tony. Just think what you did. Oh, I wish I'd been there. Oh, I would love to have been standing among the men and watched their faces as they listened to you, sensed their mood changing, and then heard them laugh when you told that story. That must have been the most wonderful feeling when they all burst out laughing. Wasn't it lucky you had that story? It was perfect, wasn't it? And they all caught the point. And they all burst out laughing at the same time. And then you knew you had them. Oh, And in the end they cheered. And they came and spoke to you afterwards. And every man went back to the plant the next day. Oh, I'm so proud of you. Aren't you just a little proud yourself? Well, I'm glad that worry is over. I wish all your worries would disappear as easily. Do they? It is peaceful here. Oh, darling, before I forget it, are you going to be in town next Thursday? Because there's the most lovely concert at the stadium. Oh, good. You think you can? Oh, the most wonderful program. And they're playing the Pastoral Symphony. And that heavenly Debussy that we love, you know, La Mer. And they're playing some lovely Schubert. Shall we go? Yes, I have the tickets. But, darling, am I tired? No. Why should I be tired? Oh, I've had a lovely day. Well, I accomplished quite a lot of things this morning, and this afternoon I took a long walk. And on the way back, I stopped in a museum. And I looked at all our favorite things, and I wish that you'd been with me. Well, we must go. They've got some lovely new things from Egypt I'm dying for you to see. Then I came home, and your little Miss Nichols came to tea with me. Well, I had some old clothes that she needed for some, you know, that woman you're sending, Jim Crosby's wife that you're sending to Saranac. Well, Miss Nichols wanted some clothes for her, and I had just what she needed. So we packed a bag, and then we had tea, and then she made me roar with laughter, telling me that story of Peter dropping the firecrackers down the chimney. The rascal. Yes, but you must admit it was very funny. And then she told me about Johnny nearly winning the race. Oh, what a wonderful boy. Didn't you burst with pride? Oh, he's all right, darling. No, leave him alone now. He's all right because he's learned his lesson. He's learned it in the best possible way. Through his own stupidity, his own mistake, his own rashness. He'll not do anything like that again. I'm sure he was terrified. No, leave him alone. How often you told me that's the best way to learn things, through your own mistakes. I bet you were just as rash and just as brave as Johnny and just as mischievous as Peter, and that you drove your mother nearly crazy. Didn't you drive your mother nearly crazy? And didn't she adore you? Oh, I wish I'd known you when you were a little boy. You must have been the most adorable little boy. Just the kind of little boy I love. I'm sure you were bad. That's why you're so nice now. I wish you could have heard Miss Nichols talking about you. Oh, she was telling me all the wonderful things you do for people. She just worships you. And she told me all about her young man. I was so pleased. She asked me to the wedding. Yes, of course I'm going. She seems very much in love. And you know all about him. He is good enough for her. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Such a wonderful girl. What are you going to do without her? What are you going to do without Miss Nichols? It's going to be desperate for you. Oh, I wish I were as clever as Miss Nichols. Well, then I might be your secretary. I can't imagine anything more thrilling than to be your secretary. I wish I had her brains. Oh, darling, you could never teach me if you knew how hard Father had tried to make me understand about business. Well, when he realized he was going to leave me so much money, he used to talk to me and try and make me interested so that when he died I could at least be a little responsible and look after my own affairs. But he gave it all up, as you know. Well, he put all my money in trust so that I get paid every month as though I were an idiot. That shows what he thought of my brains. Poor father. He longed for an intelligent son. And he got me. I am, so am I. My darling. Oh, Tony, don't. Let's go all over it again, darling.
But we have discussed it so much, and you know how I feel. I couldn't, Tony. I just couldn't take you from those children. Well, perhaps someday, when they don't need you so much and when they might understand. But darling, you do. But Tony, think what we have and think what we might lose. Huh, that's just it. How often we've said that. It is so different. After all, you and I don't have to face the challenge of everyday life. And we might fail. We might. Do you remember that time that we stood on the shore and watched the tide come in? Do you remember what you said? And you remember what I said? Well, hasn't it all been true? We are. It is. I am. Oh, Tony. Have I? Have I?